Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. This is just going to be a quick video, he says, about the progress on the 1942 Ford Saloon. I shot some video whilst I was actually building it, so that'll be the first part, and then I'll kind of show where I am at with it at present. So yeah, I'll just let you watch the progress. Hey everyone, so I've made a start on this Ace kit, the 1942 Ford Sedan, and there's just a couple of things I wanted to point out. First thing is we got some really bad mould in here. You can see that down there. I don't think it'll be an issue. I don't think it will obstruct the wheels on the build at all. But the next thing I've come across, we got an axle that obviously goes on these points, this one here and the one down here, but it's supposed to go through the block, and of course there's no hole, so I've got to create a hole. And this is one of the things that I don't like about the Ace kits. I mean, it's no real biggie. If that stays as it is and you can't see it and it doesn't obstruct the wheel, then fine, that additional plastic. And again, the hole that's missing, through that block, I mean, it should be an easy fix, but it's just, this is the initial piece for this build. So yeah. Anyway, I shall crack on. Okay, guys. So that's the interior practically made up. I hope that's coming out all right on the camera. But we've got another issue here. These are the two sides of the car, and as you can see, we've got some mismoulding going on the front there and where the sprue attaches, which is pretty awful. So there's a lot of clean up required there, careful clean up, because I don't want to remove plastic that I should be using to put the hood on, the bonnet on. So yeah, that's where I'm at present. So this is where we are with the kit now, guys. I've started trying to get the bodywork together. So the hope is that once the glue dries over this side, what I'm going to do is force this side under the roof and hold it in place, and hope that it will conform to the roof and stay there rather than pinging back to this position. Of course, what I don't know is that although I would have fitted these, I've got to fit the windscreen framing and the dashboard, the bonnet, and the boot on the back as well. So even though that may conform to the roof, will it actually work for the other parts that I've got to put on? But it's the only way I can think of doing it. The bonnet doesn't fit properly already, so there will have to be some fettling of that part in order to get it to work. We shall see. So this is how the car is looking at the moment, guys. Bit of a glue bomb, to be honest. What I did was I basically added parts to get the shape of the bodywork. I think in the previous part of the video I showed you where I put the grille on the front to try and get the front lined up. I think I then added the roof, and the roof was wanting to bend in at the back, and it wasn't until I put the boot on, what do you guys call it, the trunk lid, that I realised how much it was bending in at the back. So what I've had to do to get this far was use the Tamiya extra thin to reactivate the rear of the roof, so that I could pull the two sides out in order to fit the boot in, or the boot lid. For the moment, I managed to get the windscreen frame in, but even that was a bit of a bloody nightmare. It's as I say, it's there now, and then what I've done is put the hood on. But as you can see, there's a bit of filling to do and some gaps to be filled. But I think we are there now, because if I get the actual chassis, it will fit, honest. Bear with me a moment. So there you go, the chassis fits on the car now. We've got a gap at the back here. What I'll do is probably use some evergreen plastic to fill that in. Yeah, a bit more of a nightmare than I expected, to be honest. The other issue I've just identified yesterday, which made me throw it all in the box. I'm missing a headlight. It's nowhere to be found. So I've only got one headlight for this. So I'm going to have to try and scratch build the two headlights for this as well. So there we go. The other problem I may have is I bought some paint for this, a rattle can, but this thing's so small that I'm worried I'm going to flood areas with the spray paint. So I may have to hand paint this or try and airbrush it, because obviously the pressure from an airbrush is a bit more controllable. So there you go, that's the first update on this kit. So don't judge me too harshly, please, guys. I really had a mare with this, and as Charlie Mack knows, quite often when I get to an obstruction in my builds, they get thrown in the box and then possibly thrown in the bin. But I wanted to persevere with this, because if I pull off what I want to do with this build, then I'll be really happy. But we shall see. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. You guys take care. Hope your week is going well. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.